Indeed. Mars is entering the intellectual sign of Aquarius on February 12th, but first, there is a volatile conjunction with Pluto we must discuss. Mars, the planet of war and conflict, is going to enter the sign of Aquarius on February 12th, 24, and is going to stay here until March 22nd, 2024. What do we like about Mars and Aquarius? Well, we'll get to that because first, what I really need to get to is something that everyone is thinking about right now, and that's the Mars-Pluto conjunction in Aquarius. So this is going to be the first one that we have seen since Pluto entered Aquarius, and we're going to get a different flavor. So what we've seen in the past, what we typically see when we see Mars and Pluto meet up is volatility, eruptions. It's an eruption of rage, and we see it on the collective stage play out. For us personally, we're going to be feeling that too. We're going to feel it bubbling up. For me, I always need a really sweaty workout around this time. I'd highly recommend that for you too, because you're going to feel it. Like Mars is that primal energy, that fight or flight, and it's ragey, it's PMSy, it's all of it. It's rage against the system, especially in Aquarius. Pluto and Mars meeting up in Aquarius is really going to highlight a social discontent. The demonstrations are going to be big. The eruptions on a social level are going to be big. You know, at the time of this recording, it's still relentless attacks over in Gaza. And I bet you there's going to be just like a major demonstration for ceasefire around this time. But, you know, Mars Pluto is also something that we really don't like to see in times of war, because that can sometimes intensify some of the attack strategies and whatnot. So, you know, we may see bigger pushes for peace and a ceasefire, but we may also see an increase in attacks, unfortunately. So that's something that we want to watch for. But yeah, like I'm thinking that things may shift a little bit in Aquarius to be more motivated by ideology and more motivated by discontent with like the system and the way things are kind of playing out socially. So yeah, with Mars when we would see these configurations in Capricorn here in the United States, we'd see lots of shootings, unfortunately, you know, stuff I don't like to report about that. But, you know, the fact is that astrology describes life on Earth. And so there's going to be combinations that describe a vacation and eating cake. And there's going to be others that describe the not so great stuff. In fact, the ugly stuff. So this is one of those where we're going to see stuff that's been like the energy that's been repressed, anger, rage, that's been fury, that's been repressed. It's going to bubble. It's going to burst. That Pluto is like a volcano. It bubbles up, and that hot magma rage bubbles out and into the collective. Now, sometimes rage can get shit done. So this isn't always necessarily a purely difficult transit. Of course, we're going to see some unpleasant things come out of it on the collective stage. But personally, this is the benefit of astrology, is knowing what the weather is and knowing that when that bubbling up arises, that we're not just going to fire off at any random undeserving person. We can actually sit with our rage, listen to the wisdom of our rage. What do I want to do with this rage? Where is it coming from? How can I move this? How can I apply this in a way that is productive? You can actually move mountains with this, like literally. If you have like a big, heavy piece of furniture, this is a good one where you're going to feel it. You're going to be like, strong woman and or strong person, you know, you're going to have the energy and the willpower to do it. So this is like raw animal power, this one. So yeah, I mean, sometimes that can be a good thing, like I said, to release an emotion, to release something that might otherwise stay in the body. You could be releasing a deep-seated emotion that's been causing you pain somewhere. So yeah, you wouldn't necessarily think about this transit as being a good day for a massage, but maybe. If you had like a chronic source of pain, maybe this is a powerful time to roll that tension out and scream. This is a good one for that too. So releasing that primal energy and finding positive outlets for that, ways that aren't going to kind of backfire in your face. Is there a way that you can channel your collective grief, your collective discontent? So yeah, we're going to be working with Mars in Aquarius for a little over another month. And Mars in Aquarius is typically not like a brazen fighter, okay? Mars in Aquarius is looking for solutions. Mars in Aquarius is looking to solve their way out of the paper bag. They're going to solve their way out of the escape room, for example. So Mars in Aquarius wants to use that human quality of the air sign intellect to confront the issue and solve the problem. And maybe there's a scientific way to do it or something of that nature. So yeah, this is more of that good Aquarius energy. Once we get past this conjunction with Pluto, we've got Mars in Aquarius, which is going to help us use our brain to solve some problems and to go about things in a very like methodical, but very experimental manner. So we can have some fun with this one. I'm looking forward to it. Something that we can look forward to also is Venus joining Mars in Aquarius. We'll talk about that more some other time. But for right now, this is your astrology shot of the day, and I'll catch you next time. Bye. Thanks so much for tuning in with me today. For more astrology in your world, you can connect with me on all platforms at Astro Catherine. You can also study astrology with me. The Foundations of Astrology course is an 11-week mentorship. It begins on January 25th. You can visit my website for more details, where you can also book your year ahead astrology reading with me, where we'll get into your personal natal chart, transits, progressions, profections, and the solar return. I look forward to connecting with you. Till next time. Bye.